Good morning, everyone. So, I wanted to get on and I wanted to give you some instructions before you take your first reading quiz from home so that you know the expectations and hopefully limit questions in case you can't immediately contact me. So, first of all, as I've said all week, this is an open note, open book quiz. That means you can use the following materials. You can use your signpost annotations from chapter 1 through 4. You can use your comprehension question answers from chapter 1 through 4. You can use the online version of the book, and you can use any of the glossaries from chapter 1 through 4. All of these materials are in the March 24th to March 26th classwork assignments, and at this point they should be completed in order for you to take the quiz. This is a 13-question multiple choice quiz based on the reading you have completed so far in the novel Prisoner B 3087. You will complete the quiz on Edulastic. So like always, you can go to edulastic.com and use your Google to log in. You need to make sure that you are on the ELA tab and that you click the quiz that says Prisoner B 3087 Reading Quiz 1 in order to complete the task. Again, you just have to make sure you're in ELA because sometimes it'll direct you towards math initially, and you have to make sure you take the Prisoner B 3087 Reading Quiz 1. This quiz will be up for 24 hours, so what that means is if you do not complete this quiz by midnight on the 28th, then you are going to have no more time unless you ask me to reopen it for you on Monday. That's why it's so important that all of your quiz materials are ready to use. So I just want you to know it will not be up beyond Friday. I'm going to lock it so that after today, you will not be able to take the quiz. It will only be up until midnight. So please make sure, if you are a student who is a little behind, you want to get on task so that you can get all of this done. You only have the 24 hours. Beyond that, what you need to know to be successful for the quiz, aside from how to access it, is, again, you can use any materials from this week. They're in that March 24th to March 26th assignment that you have on Google Classroom. And also, just like with Absolute True Diary, I've chosen a passage or an excerpt from the novel that is something you need to read and annotate first before moving on to the rest of the quiz. This excerpt comes from chapter 2, so you should be using your signpost from chapter 2, your comprehension questions from chapter 2 to help you throughout the quiz. But the reason it's so important that you read the passage excerpt I chose first is because some of the multiple choice questions, just like Absolute True Diary, are based on the passage. So the excerpt from chapter 2 that is on the left side of your screen while you take the quiz, and some are based on the entire novel/book. So that means anything from chapter 1 through 4. So if you have a question that says, in the passage, I'm referring to the chapter 2 excerpt that you read directly before this that's on the screen during your quiz. If I have a question that says in the novel/book, I want you to be pulling from your knowledge of the entire novel to answer the question. So anything that you understand as an overarching idea of chapter 1 through 4. It's really important you know that difference, or else you will miss information. So those are all of the steps for the quiz. Remember, I'm available today, email, text, any of the usual ways, but you need to make sure that you keep in mind you have 24 hours to complete this quiz on Edulastic. You don't want to miss information. If you feel like you didn't hear my instructions accurately this first time, then you should re-listen to these instructions to make sure you know what you need to do.